Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day, has had a good day so far. Quickly, first of all, before I get into the video, I really want to thank everybody. We hit 5,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys. When I started this, I didn't really know where I was headed. I know 5,000 might not be a lot to y'all, but it is a lot to me because just seeing those numbers, I just didn't think I would get that high. And I'm not even a year into this, so I see that as a big win, and I'm really proud of this community that we're all building together, and I really do appreciate you guys. It means a lot to me. But when it comes to tomorrow's slate, it's a pretty small slate, only a 2-game slate when it comes to player props, but there's more more games when it comes to moneyline wise. If I do have any added plays, I'll likely add them tonight. Probably won't add them tomorrow because I will be at work, but if I do find some that I do like, any added ones, it will be added in the pinned comment as always, again later tonight, if there is any. But getting that out the way, I'll just get straight into the picks. And the first one is Karumi Tomato go higher than 1.5 shots playing away from home for Brighton, going up against Ipswich Town. He's averaging 1.94 shots per 90 so far this season. He played him already once this season when he played him at home. Went over this mark with 3. We just need him to take 2. Ipswich allow the 5th most shots at 15.4, as they do not play possession, which Brighton do, and then they can't defend people that are great dribblers and skillers, and Matoma is a great dribbler. So overall, it's just a great matchup. They allow a lot of shots. A lot of the weaknesses is where Matoma plays, so I like that as well. And another reason why I like this is because João Pedro are very likely to not play this next game after suffering an ankle injury, and I do not see him getting risk in a game like Ipswich Town. If they were playing a bigger team like Man U, Liverpool, or something like that, I could see him potentially starting, but I don't see him getting risk against Ipswich Town. He's already not likely to play, and I don't see them risking him in a game like Ipswich Town. And he's actually played without João Pedro 6 times this season, and he's gone over in all 6 of those games. One of those being the game against Ipswich Town. João Pedro was out. He went over in that game. He does great whenever he plays João Pedro when it comes to shooting. And even without Ipswich Town, some of those games were against Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, and even the Newcastle one was off the bench. And those are all better defenses than Ipswich, and he's gone over against them. He just gets a more attacking and shooting responsibility whenever João Pedro is out. So I like this prop. You can take a look at the 0.5 shots on target if you want to get a little more money out of it, but at 1.5, I like this. It's more safer, so I like Karumi Tomo to go higher than 1.5 shots. And the second play that I found that I like is Bruno Fernandes to go under 54.5 passes playing at home for Manchester United, going up against Southampton. He's gone under this mark in his last 7 out of 10 games and his last 13 out of 19 throughout the whole season in the Premier League. And if you look at the games in which he went over this mark, he went over against Liverpool, in which Manchester United were down. He went over against Bournemouth, in which Manchester United were down. He went over against Arsenal. Again, Manchester United were down in that game. West Ham, again, they were down in that game. He went over against Brentford, in which they were tied for a long time, which is why they held more possession. And Brentford in general allowed the 7th most passes to opponents. And then lastly, it was Crystal Palace in a game in which they were tied the whole game, and Palace allowed the 4th most passes to opponents in that game. So it just emphasizes why he went over, because most of the time they were down or they were playing a team that allows a lot of passes slash low possession teams. But first of all, Southampton are the worst away team, which you might think is bad, but it's actually good for us because first of all, they're the worst away team. They're yet to win a single away game, only team yet to win a single away game, and they've conceded 10 goals in 10 games in the first half. They've conceded 17 overall in 10 away games, but they've conceded 10 goals in 10 away games in the first half. And the reason why I say that is because I can easily see Manchester United taking the lead in the first half. I believe they did that in the first game against them, beat them 3-0. And he went under against them when he played them earlier this season as well because, one, like I said, they were already up, so they allowed more possession to the other team. And Southampton are a high possession team. Whenever they play big teams, other teams that play high possession, usually the games are around 50-50, maybe 55-45, but they will be able to control the ball. Doesn't matter who they're up against. Even if it's Man U, if they were up, that's exactly what happened. Southampton ended with like 40-something% of the ball, hence why Bruno Fernandes went under this mark. And Bruno Fernandes, it's not like he plays like a CDM role or anything like that. He plays the attacking position role, so he's not really involved when it comes to the build-up play from the back. Another reason why I like this play as well. The next thing is too high of a mark, and I just like the matchup. Southampton will control the ball, and they're more likely to concede first, which means more possession for them. So I like this play. I like this play. Bruno Fernandes to go lower than 54.5 passes. Before I get into the moneyline play, if you guys could like the video and comment as well, it really does help the video out, get boosted up to more people, whether it's you guys showing support or asking a question about a line or about soccer in general. I read all the comments. I really do appreciate everybody who comments, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and get notified when these videos are out, because these lines too do tend to get bumped or taken away sometimes relatively after the video goes out because of the influx of players. And if you want to try to avoid that even more, I do have the membership for those that are interested, for those that one, want to support the channel, and two, get the videos out early before they go out to the public. If you're watching this and you're not a member, those that are already got the video out before you guys. Any pictures you see on the screen from a data app called Outlier, link for that as well. Same with our player prop apps, Moneyline apps, all linked in the description. And I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. But I have one moneyline play that I like. I was teetering between their -1.5 and the play that I'm having here, and I lean more towards this one, and that's Real Madrid to go higher than 2.5 goals playing at home, going up against Celta Vigo. You can currently get this at -110. You could take a look at their -1.5, but the reason why I'm taking this is because one, for Madrid to win the -1.5, it will have to be at least a 2-0 or a 3-1, and I think there's a very high chance that Celta Vigo do score against Madrid, more than them getting a 2-0 win. So if Celta Vigo scored, they would have to score 3, and even if Madrid are up 2-0, I still see them scoring the thirds, which is why I lean more towards the higher than 2.5 goals. They're coming off a finals loss in the Supercopa to Barcelona, and now they're in a different tournament, and a loss here would just mean another potential trophy that Barcelona could win, and I don't see Real Madrid trying to let that happen. Obviously, they're not going to want to see Barcelona go on and win another trophy, so I see them coming out for vengeance. They've only played one home game in their last 10 games. It might look like they've played like 4 or 5, but like 2 of them were in Saudi and 1 was in Qatar, and like a lot of those home games weren't even at home. This is the first game that they're playing at home in the Bernabeu this year. Last time they played was in December. Again, they've played last 10 games. Only 1 of them have actually been at home. So I see them putting on the show here. They're playing Celta Vigo, who in the league have conceded 21 goals in 9 away games. So on average, they've conceded 2.33 goals. Their defense drops dramatically when they play at home compared to away. I believe they've only conceded 9 at home in the league compared to 21 away. And even if Real Madrid don't play all their starters, even the players that they play off the bench are still a great team. Like the last couple of the away games that they played Arda Güler, they played Endrick, they played Brahim Diaz, they played Luka Modric, and even then they also played Vini and Mbappe off the bench. So they have a lot of great attacking players regardless whether or not they play their starters. So I'm not really worried about who plays, because anybody in that team can score the goals. And again, Celta is a weak defense when they play away. When they played earlier this season away, Madrid were able to score 2. Where I said Celta play a much better defense, now playing at home, I can easily see them scoring 3 to 4. And when they played them last season, at home, they beat them 4-0, scored 4 goals, and I believe Brahim Diaz was in that game, Endrick was in that game. A lot of the players that were in that game are going to be in this one as well. And if you look at some of the games that Madrid have played after losing, like I said, the games that they've played after losing a game, they beat 2-0 to Villarreal, they beat Osasuna 4-0, beat Getafe 2-0, and beat Girona away 0-3. So after these losses, they tend to come back stronger. Again, you could take a look at the -1.5, but I do see a good chance that 1, Celta score, and 2, regardless, Madrid will go for the 3rd. It's a bounce back spot. It's a good matchup, and I love the fact that they're playing at home. They haven't played at home in a while, so I see them putting on the show here. So like Real Madrid to go higher than 2.5 goals at home against Celta Vigo for -110. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. We were 1 pick away from sweeping the full day, hence why I didn't wear the other robe. I wore this one just because 1, I'm known for it, and 2, I just wanted this is like our good luck robe, so hopefully we can fully sweep tomorrow. Our only miss was Leandro Trossard to go lower than 0.5 goals and assists. He ended up scoring a goal, which is unfortunate. I didn't see him scoring, but he did, so we'll take our loss there. But Jose Sa under 4.5 saves. He hit. Daniel Munoz under 2 fouls. He hit, and then I had an added play of Nubo to go under 3.5. That hit, and then our money line play hit as well. Atletico Madrid destroyed their game over there, so they won 4-0. So overall, it was a 4-1 day, one away from sweeping. We're still on a great run of form. Player pop wise, now I believe we're like at what, 10-1. So we're doing great. Hopefully we can carry on that momentum going into tomorrow. Like I mentioned, if I have any added plays, will be in the pinned comment. And then for those that don't know, I have a free Discord. I don't have a premium Discord. The only form of premium is the YouTube membership. The Discord is for anybody who wants to join, talk about their plays, other sports. Just a great community I'm trying to build over there. Link for that in the description. Again, completely free. But then that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.